a parking lot, and we're gonna go drive to a city and check out some scenery. We'll wait for some people to jump on here. I know it takes a few minutes. And we'll all right. Hello, Troy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Travel Around Suzy. We are, well, let me revert that. We're sitting in a parking lot. We're gonna head. All right, we are going to head out of here, and we are gonna go to a city today and learn some. Oh, we got Ray. Ray's in the house. Look at that. All right. Now, I took you guys down to Kalamazoo, so this is part of Kalamazoo. And this street is really super busy. And I really do. This is the kind of driving I don't like to do, but I do not like city driving. But we're gonna get up and out of here. I had to do some errands this morning, and I thought, well, let's go drive. Let's go have some fun. And it's sunny out, and oh, we're gonna stop. All right. That's not gonna work. Maybe that'll work. And I just noticed you guys are in. Beverly is in the house. Welcome, Beverly. I remembered. Thank you for the thumbs up. And we got Brittany. Good morning. Yeah, and let me know if that sun is too bright. May have to reposition that. I don't know. We'll just take it as what we got for right now. I'm not going to complain about the sun because me love the sun. So, as I'm driving, I won't be reading the chat, so if you're joining me, make sure that you jump in and say hello. I do have some awesome moderators on, and they will love to chit chat with you. And if you're new here and have a channel, let us know that. And today I figured, since I'm out and about getting some errands done, that we would do a drive. So, how is everybody doing? Last night's stream went a little late, but that's okay. It was all good trivia. It was lots and lots of fun. So I appreciate everybody that did show up last night for the trivia. What I ended up doing, so I'm really liking these drives and going and seeing these little cities. And some of these cities I've already been to, and I know some stuff about it. But what I thought we would do is we drive to these cities and I found out some information about the cities that we'll drive to, and then we'll talk about the cities. You guys can learn a little bit about cities, the cities that I drive to, or towns. And then also too, it would give you guys a chance to learn a little bit about Michigan if you're not familiar with Michigan. I know majority of my members are from Ohio, New York, Arizona. So why not get to learn about Michigan? And that sun is warming up, so Ray says he needs some coffee. Brittany says saying hi as, say hi as you jump in. Doing well, all about and running errands. Van Zeus, welcome back. I'm so glad. I know you were here the other day. So welcome in. We're going to a new city today. It says we have 6 in the house and 5 thumbs up. I don't know if that's accurate. Oh, it says we have 8 now. So, and Van Zeus, I apologize. I don't remember if you said you had a channel or not, but if you have a channel, let us know. And I have some wonderful moderators. They will post the link to your channel. And we love sharing out different channels here. We love talking to new creators, and also love the supporters that don't have channels that support us on this journey of YouTube, because YouTube is a full-time job, and without the supporters, without our supporters, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So, love the supporters and love other creators. Vanus, I'm sorry if I'm slaughtering it, but I don't know what, did I say that, question mark? I'm not for sure what you're referencing to. And by the way, if you have a different name that you go by other than your channel, your YouTube handle, let us know that in the chat, because I do like our community on a first name basis. If you're comfortable with that, if not, we'll stay with your channel name. That's all good. But I'm a person, so I like to get to know people, and see where you're from and see more about you. So, and I see a bunch of icons, and knowing my community, the one that comes in and says hello always has icons. It's Dennis, Campfires and Dirty Tires. So, I'm not quite for sure if that's who it is, because I'm really reading the chat, but I do see a lot of emojis, and that's kind of his MO. Comes in blaring emojis. So we got a beautiful sunny day today. I love seeing the sun. I love the sun. And this winter has been extremely hard with very little sun and extremely cold. Did I say cold? I mean frigid temperatures. We have seen low teens and 0 degrees multiple times. So, hello Dennis. Yep, there we go. I knew that was you, Dennis. So right now we're kind of in the Portage, Kalamazoo area for everybody that's joining us in Michigan, Kalamazoo, Portage. They kind of border each other and they kind of overlap. We're gonna jump on I-94 here for just a little bit. We won't be on this one very long, but ooh, look at that. I-94 off-ramp is just backed up. This is a very busy ramp anyways, so a lot of people get off and this area gets really busy. We'll be coming into some traffic. To 131, which we were on the other day. This is where I was saying that 131 gets really busy in Kalamazoo, and that's the on-ramp to 131. You can see how backed up that is. Yep. Oh, there's an accident down there, that's why. Ooh, somebody went off the ditch pretty bad. Well, I hope and pray that they are safe and everything is good. I don't like to see accidents. Not a good thing. It looks like they were just pulling that person out of the ditch, so there is help there, thank goodness. Now we're in Texas Charter Township, which is like a small little township. second week of February, and we are gonna hit 50. It's supposed to be 50 tomorrow. Love it, love it, love it. So when I get off the highway, I will look at the chat, and if you guys have any questions or any comments, just let them be in the chat, and I will definitely look at them. I know last night I said in my live stream that I wasn't going to do a vertical for travel, but I was suggested to try one more time. But, so, we'll see. But, we'll see what kind of results and if this works out any better. I did go back and watch the other day when I did a vertical, and I mean, it looked alright, but the whole point of this is for you guys to get the views, so a lot of people are working on removing some of their snow piles. I've seen a lot of businesses taking their snow piles down and trying to get them to melt a little faster by separating them. So little frozen pond out there. on to our travels. How many of you guys, are you guys seeing more roundabouts coming into your cities in your state that you're in? I know the roundabouts. Oh, there's a high top Chevy Express van. Kind of looks similar to mine. Haha. Check that out. We're gonna go right here. All right. We are, let's see, let me see what the chat says here. Can't find, let's see. Campfires and dirty tires. We're getting ready to have a heat wave. No more cold. I hope so, but never fear. Campfires and dirty tires. Ray says he needs some coffee. I already had my coffee. Yes, in my area, I don't know of new ones planned yet, but a couple of them have been built recently. Yeah, they like started one out and then they started blowing them up. So, all right. Whoop. What happened here? We lost. Nope. All right. There we go. I don't mind the roundabouts if they're one laned, but there's that Chevy Express van. All right. I don't mind them if they're one lane, but there is one that is like a 2-lane all the way around. Kind of similar to this one, but it's really tight. And a lot of people don't know how to make them work or make them flow better. And so they'll be in this inside lane and then they just want to go anywhere they want to go, and it makes it for a mess. So, you know, it is what it is. And you got some people that don't like to stop at the yield, and so they just cut you off. There are some areas that are just way too busy, I think, for a roundabout, but what do I know? I'm just I'm not a road commission person, I guess. Because there is one in Kalamazoo, and it is very, very, very dangerous. And there's been several car accidents, some massive ones. It was actually listed on the most dangerous intersection in the state. So I tried to avoid that one. But anyways, so we are going to downtown historical Manawan. Nancy's in the house. Is that outdoors with Den? I think I see. Let's see, who else am I missing since I'm sitting at a... Michelle! Welcome, welcome. We are going to be driving around Manawan, and I got a few little notes about Manawan, and I thought it would just be cool to introduce some new cities to people here in Michigan. And Manawan is quite the booming little, I don't really want to say little because it's, to me it's not. When I say little, I think of like 1,000 people around. And Manawan is actually almost 3,000 people. So I think, if I remember right, I think I passed. Yep, I think I passed the downtown. Look at this really cool mural. Oh, it's no parking. But anyways, I'll pull over here real quick. See that mural? Isn't that cool? That is so pretty. I love when businesses do their murals. All right. Hang on, guys. I thought I turned down the right street, but I turned down the wrong street. And I know that let me get I had it, the knowledge, but like I said, I have not been in Manawan for a while, so let me pull over. Oh, and you guys went cricket. Hang on. Let's see. Is that people who stop and look right at the roundabouts? Yeah, Nancy. Pretty mural. I have never heard of that town. One of the new ones in center divider, right, bad weather, you can't see it. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. And hi, Den. Welcome, welcome. All right. Let me hook you back up here, get you straight, and then we will do we will do it this way. We will cheat. All right. Here we go. Look at this big old, I bet you that was a church or something. Hang on, we're coming up to it. Look at that big brick building. It must have been like a church or something back in the day. I don't have a stop sign. Why am I stopping? Because I'm looking at the houses. Me and my architectural. Alright. Anyways, Manawan is, like I said, just about 3,000 people in this community. And then, the one thing that Manawan is kind of known for or about is Welch's, go up here, Welch's grape juice. They are a factory here into Manawan. They have been here in Manawan for, I don't remember when it was, but it was a very long time ago. So Welch's is one of the leading factory industrial whatever here in Manawan. And then the other thing that there is here is and Dennis, if you're still in here, you would probably like this, is Wolf. It's called Wolf Lake State Fish Hatchery. And I don't think they are doing this right now, but they do offer tours, and what the fish hatchery does is they incubate fish and then release them into the Great Lakes, and they do a bunch of studies on fish and try to keep the population from going extinct. Here in Michigan, there has been quite a few of our fish hatcheries that have closed down. So, Ooh, 9/11. I normally do 10 in 10 feet. Well, if this guy goes under it, then I know I can fit. Because he's definitely taller than me. Oh, yeah. He can fit. It's a three-way stop. And I'm gonna go nice and slow though. Oh yeah, no problem. Woo-wee. I forget about these little bridges in these little cities. There's one in Battle Creek that's kind of low too, so I always say 10 feet tall or I don't go under it. But that one was 9/11, so we were good. Car washes I can't fit into because of my roof rack. So unless I do the tall ones for like box trucks. There are some that are big enough for me to do that, but car washes are definitely scarce for my van. And I definitely don't do the automated ones. But my van is absolutely filthy, so this week it needs to get a car wash. Alright, we're gonna head down to the fish hatchery so I can show you guys a little bit of that. A lot of times when I come into Manawan, I'm not really coming into the city. I am going through it to go to some other cities. So I don't spend a lot of time here in Manawan. I know a lot of people from Manawan, but yeah, I've never really spent any downtown time or anything like that in Manawan. So we're gonna go to the fish hatchery, show you guys around that. Like I said, they do tours and do a lot of explaining on what they do. I know that they're not doing tours right now, and I would assume it's because of the cold. We got United States Postal Service. And I'm gonna let these cars go by before I go around. There we go. We'll let him get on with his business and do his job for bringing all the junk mail to people. I tell you, my mom and dad, they donated to one company, and then all of a sudden everybody and their brother and sister are wanting to them to donate. So back over the highway we go, 94. We should have just went to the fish hatchery to begin with, but so in and out and around here, there are some other cities like Lawton, Paw Paw, and you know, like Kalamazoo, we just came from, Portage, Texas Corners, all that kind of stuff. this is like a little highway, they call it. It's Red Arrow Highway. And this takes you into all the way out to South Haven. A lot of people are familiar with South Haven. This will take you all the way to Lake Michigan, which I love, love, love Lake Michigan. And out here, especially on Red Arrow Highway, you will see a lot of fruit and veggie stands. So, you know, strawberries. Let's see, strawberries, peaches, grapes, a lot of winery in this area. Watermelons, corn, sweet corn. If this light stays green, nope, or red. All right. See that stone? That stonework is so pretty. All right. Down here we go. I cannot wait for all this snow to melt. How is the weather in everybody else's locations? And like I said, when I stop driving, I will look at the text. So I'll scroll back up. This weekend it is supposed to hit 51 degrees, so I'm super excited. You can see all the new houses. These are all new subdivisions that have been popping up. Dad is at home doing his puzzle, so I'm just out and about running some errands and thought I would take you guys along for the drive. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. If you're into van life, travel, trivia, we do trivia on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Trivia is lots of fun. And next Tuesday, I'm gonna try to do vertical trivia just to see what that looks like for everybody. And then you guys can tell me whether or not you liked the vertical or if it mattered to you guys or anything of that nature. So we got some city workers up here, it looks like. Looks like they're probably assessing some signs or something. Oh, filling potholes. We like you. They are filling the potholes. Alright, that's a good job. Keep filling them potholes. Because there sure is enough potholes in Michigan, that's for sure. Alright. Oh, I must not have that magnetic right. There we go. It's a magnetic mount, so sometimes it can, I hit a bump or I don't put it right on exactly right. It kind of goes kittywampus. Can't wait to start seeing some green on the trees, some leaves, some brush. Definitely some big round trees out here, some oak trees and some big maple trees out here. Pretty soon we'll be seeing maple syrup, where they've all tapped the trees and they'll have hose running from one tree to the next to collect all the maple syrup that comes out of the maple trees. Well, looks like we got more people filling potholes. Maybe. Nope, he's about marking things. So, oh. Hey, we're coming up to the fish hatchery. Yes, this is part of the fish hatchery. Alright, we'll pull in here. All them fish that if Dennis and the campfires and dirty tires is still on, and I know outdoors with Den, he likes to fish. Oof, icy. All right, let's do some reading, and then I might get out and walk around here. Let's see. Let's go back. All right. Pretty mural. I've never heard of this town. Low clearance. Yes. It's pouring rain. Ooh. Ray gets new stuff. Loses something. Yeah. That's why everything needs a home. Looks nice here. Nice walking weather for me. That's awesome, right? That'll be 21 days. That's awesome. I can see the grass and about 50 degrees here. I'm in Owensboro. Hey, I know that. Owensboro. I know that one. William! How are you, William? William, I'm so glad to see you. We are at a Michigan state fish hatchery. So we're gonna get out. We're gonna do a little bit of walking. I don't know how much walking we can do. I've never actually been here. So we'll just go see what we can see. Oh, there's still ice here, so I gotta be careful. Look how dirty my van is. My van, the spaceship needs some cleaning. All right. A truck over here. Ooh, ooh. There's a sturgeon. So they produce young fish from eggs and release them into rivers and lakes. So here's kind of the overview of the property. It looks like we can possibly walk around here. We'll see. We will see. Kind of the process of how they do it. And I forgot one thing in the van, so we gotta go back to the van. I'm gonna go on this side. My dirty van. All right. All right, hang on, guys. I have to get off this ice. I don't know if I don't think my tripod is in my van, so I'm going to try to keep this as still as I can, but let's see. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
It's beautiful out there.
I'm looking forward to it. So it is 41 degrees here, William. Oh, we got some stuff here. Let's see. Notable natives. So these are some of the native plants. I don't know if you guys can see that in my screen. I can't really see it. So let me know in the description or in the chat. And then we got the nice little pollinators, as long as they leave me alone. And then butterflies. Ah, that sun is beautiful. Oh, and we got geese out here. making a ruckus. Welcome to the show pond. Look at, we got salmon. Oh, it'll be fun to catch one of them. We got largemouth bass. We've caught lots of them. I know Brittany's caught lots of them too. We got trout, pike. I've caught a pike. I haven't caught a walleye, and I haven't caught a sturgeon or muskie. And salmon, I want to catch a salmon, but I have some scares about catching a salmon because I have, I guess what you would call trauma from salmon or coho fishing. And I'm walking kind of slow because of all this ice. It's really murky. Can't really see anything out here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I don't know if you guys can see this. There is a bunch. What are them? There's a largemouth bass in there. I see some bass in there, and yeah, buddy. That one is not. I don't know. Let me know if you can see. Let me walk out here. Maybe I can get the sun to our back, and maybe you can see it better. Oh, hi, mallard duck. There's the mallard duck. Can you guys see all the fish out here? Them are not bass, though. Them are, I want to say them are salmon. But they're awful skinny, though. Very clear, can see them. Awesome. Good. Now that one right there is definitely a salmon right there. The mallard duck doesn't care that we're here. He's pretty close to us. I have nothing to feed ya. And then look, you got all the geese over there. Huh. Awesome, awesome. Well, he's just following us right along. Probably wants me to feed him something, but I ain't got nothing to feed him. There's a little dam so that this doesn't overfill. We got, that's the salmon that we were seeing. Oh, and now he's over here. Buddy, I don't have no food for ya. You just want to be on camera? He's just following us right along. Let's see what we got over here. Oh yeah, we got even more fish over here. And there's the mallard duck again. You're a friendly little guy, aren't ya? hanging out. And this is kind of what they do. So this is where we're at. Wolf Lake is one of the 6 fish hatcheries. So only 6 now. I know that there used to be a couple fish. There was one fish hatchery in Hastings, and that one has closed down. Oh, look it. We could feed the fishies, but attention, do not continually turn the handle. Might damage. There's no fish. There's no cups in there. Oh, there's a quarter that's stuck in there. I can't get it to... Woo! Something spooked them. Off in flight they go. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But they're gone. So, yep. There's a quarter stuck in there. Oh! He's like, you're not paying attention to me. All right, I got a little bit. Woohoo! They're going crazy for that. Uh-oh. Guess who's back? Oh, there goes more. There they go. Off in flight. All right, guys, I got a little bit more. Ready? I was trying to get this quarter out, but I can't get the quarter out. It won't. I don't know if there's a quarter in there, but I don't know if it's not. The mechanism isn't working right. So, woo! He's charging. He's eating them all up. You a hungry little guy, huh? Whoa! See what kind of trouble I can find, guys? Alrighty, let's go for some more walking. Alright, And he's following. I've got a stalker. Oh. Alright. Let's see. This is... Alright. He's still following. Look at. Alright. This is... What a mess. I don't know if I want ice, mud, or snow. See the ponds over there? We drove down by some of them. Alright, what does this little sign say here? Many birds, insects, and other wildlife rely on native plants to survive. You can help prevent the spread of invasive species by using native plants in your yard. Yeah. Alright. So this is kind of the map of the property. Kind of showed you that back there. You got the welcome gazebo, the visiting center, the parking lot, the raceway. I don't know what the raceway is. Trailhead, water wheel, bird observation deck. Language. My English language. Oh, the water wheel. There we go. And then the raceway. Huh. So, alright. Do you guys want to keep walking around and seeing some more of this? Or do you want to get back in the car and drive around? Let me see what... Oh yeah, take off my glasses. That might help. Okay. Alright, let me go walk over here in the shade because in the full sun I cannot read my screen. And I know that. Look at all them geese still over there. Just having a ball. Alright, we're getting into the shade here a little bit. There we go. Get some walking while you can. Alright, we can keep walking. I'm good with that. I enjoy walking. We'll see how far we can go. Looks like somebody went, there's a trail over there, but it's not really down packed, so I think I'm gonna stay off that. Maybe that's a better track than this. This is all beat down and got some slipperiness to it. I hear an airplane. Woo, slippery. Now we got mud. That sounded like the engine just quit in that airplane. That didn't sound very good. Alright. So let's go down here. Ooh, real muddy down here. Huh. Yeah, maybe we'll go back down this way. Looks like another dock over there, but that's all frozen, so probably can't see much of anything over there. Whoop! Just about slipped. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, in 1900s, this property was originally owned by and farmed by the McNollans family. 1927, the Zika Walton League and National Angler and Conservation Group purchased the original 78 acres for $5,000. That is amazing. $5,000 for 78 acres. Then donated it to the state of Michigan to raise fish. Let's see. Originally 1930s. Original hatchery building and pond construction. So there's some history on it. And today the ponds are periodically used for raising fish. They also provide excellent habitat for a variety of wildlife. And a mallard duck that likes to stalk people. Look at this. Got a little front porch view here. Oh, got some tire tracks. They must use their quads or trucks to get back here to check on things. Security camera in use. Now that's okay. I'm not doing anything wrong. Now y'all behave. There's security cameras on hand. Boy, this snow is kind of bunchy, so. Wildlife at Wolf Lake. The land is conserved and protected by Michigan DNR, like the forest, pond, and wetlands. So you can find birds, mammals. Oh, they got red fox out here. And then a bunch of froggies and turtles and yay, snakes. Got your painter turtles and your snapper turtles. Then got your snaky snakes. That's got a chain on it, so we can't go across that one. We'll come out here to this one, maybe. General rule, slippery when wet. Tread lightly on the dock. Be safe, no running, no climbing. Are fish stocked into ponds? Yes, and find wild wolf. High bird bluegills from private vendors. I have caught bluegills. Green sunfish? I don't think I've ever seen a green sunfish, but I've seen sunfish. And then bluegills and largemouth. I've caught all them. Oh boy, no fishing, and it's all ice. Yep, them are endangered. Them are endangering our fish. Woo, that would have been a nice catch. Largemouth. All right, let me see about the chat. All right, let's get back out walking here. Oh, slipping and a sliding. Oh, they got solar panels over there. And we'll walk this way. Muddy, muddy, muddy. Now that one is all open. That's a lot of movement there. Got some solar panels open here. We got our duck out here. Looks like we had a fish jumping right there. I don't know if you guys can see that circle. But got a couple mallard ducks out here. Can't really see any of the fish, but definitely can see the mallard ducks. All right. And we got, that's all frozen. It's a very stationary pond. Not enough movement to keep it unthawed. Got some water inlet up here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna get back in the shade here in a little bit and I'll be able to read the comments. Almost kind of like when I'm driving. Can't read the comments. Oh, I did see a fish jump. All right. Oh, mud, mud, mud. Lots of mud here. Trying to plan my best action of attack of this muddy, muddy hill here. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Whew. Oh. Oh no. I'm getting back up to the shade here, so I'll be able to read your comments and any questions. Again, we're in Manawan. I don't even know if you guys can hear me that well, actually. It is kind of windy. Ooh. All right. We'll go back over here to the shade. Almost to the shade, guys. Okay. Beautiful place. Yeah, it is. This is the first time I've ever been here. Sound is okay. Wind not too bad. Okay, good. And then looks like a perfect place to do a polar plunge. Only you, Brittany, would think of something crazy like that. Well, you crazy, Brittany. Yeah, your mama ain't never doing that. No, thank you. Not my kind. Whoo-wee. No, thank you. Woo. Well, I see most of the, oh no, there's still some, oh, you can see a fish jump. A lot of the geese are still over there. Just being a little careful right here. We got a bunch of ice. I don't need to be slipping and falling. No, thank you. Woo. All right, we'll go back out here one more time. See all the fishies. I'm surprised they're not more up along the shoulder where the water will be warmer. Look at all them. Holy moly. There be a lot of them. Oh, he a big one too. Whoa. Oh, you see him? Oh, he jumped. He went after something. Kind of hoping to see that bass again, but I don't see that bass. I see a lot of coho. There's a couple over here too. Oh, he was down there. I heard the fish jump, but I couldn't see where it was at. Alright. Alright, let me go back. Turn around, don't get flooded. Cute duck. Hi, Troy. I take it you took off for a little bit and came back. Hope you got your boots on. Well, I got kind of boots on, but yeah. Yep, I'm not gonna fall. Trying to be careful. Mud is slippery as ice. Yes, it is. Gotta drive, but I'll be listening. Okay, thank you, Nancy. Be careful on the road. 40 degrees as it feels like a heat wave. after the negative teens temps. Yeah, it definitely has. And thank you, Jim and Michelle, for dropping in and hanging out. We're, like I said, we are at Manawan Fish Hatchery, Wolf Lake, to be exact. All right, ready, guys? Uh-oh, the mallard duck's back. He's back. He's seen me. Oh, no. That is very, very, very cool. I love the sun. Oh, a little fish over there jumping. See, I could sit and stare and watch these fish for a long time because I think it's really cool how they just stay there in one spot and don't have to move, and how big they are. Remember when I was growing up on the lake, I would watch fish a lot. I would just go out in the boat and watch for all the wildlife. Alright. Well, you can really see them. Hopefully you guys can really see them. Ooh, he's... Whoa! Man, I don't know if I caught that one on camera or not. Did you guys see him come out of the water? Oh, you got... Okay, cool. I'm glad I got that. Alright, well, it says my battery has got 15% left, so I gotta get back to the van before my battery dies. We gotta move fast, guys. Hopefully I don't lose ya. We gotta get back to the van before the battery dies. Alright. We're going. We're going. Get in the van and get you plugged in before I lose ya. Alright. And woo, 12%. Alright. So 12%. That was close. because once it gets down to 15, it goes really super fast. All right, let's check on Dad real quick. Oh. Uh-oh. Yep, Dad's just working on his puzzle, so that's all good. All right, yeah, once my phone gets down to 12% or 10%, it goes down pretty fast, so. All right. Now, let me see if we can find the other thing that I want to do. Oh yeah, there's a lavender farm in Manawan too. If you guys are into lavender, there's a lavender farm, and then obviously vineyards, because this neck of the woods is all about wineries, and then the grape, Welch's grape grape factory, or grape, whatever you want to call it. It makes Welch's grape juice, grape juice. All right. I'm gonna take off my coat. I'm a little bit warm in here. The van is definitely warmed up since it's been sitting in the sun. All right. Oh, all right. Let me see here. Yeah, it was pretty nice to see that fish jump out there. All right. Now, why is this not? Because, sorry guys, I'm trying to get a few things loaded here, and it's not loading like I want it to. I've been having trouble with my phone. So, all right, let's get onward and upward. That was a nice little walk. I would have liked to go on a little bit further, but with all the ice, and actually it's a good thing I didn't because my battery was getting low. You didn't pay no attention to that. And I'm thinking we need to go this way. We'll get out here and we'll try to get on the road. Hopefully after this red truck goes by, we'll be able to get to going. There we go. Get you guys centered here onto the magnet. Now we're on the back side of the fish hatchery. You can see we're driving along some of the road where the solar panels were. Over here, the buildings, the ponds. And then there's Wolf Lake over here on the right hand side, public access. It again. There we go. Public access. There's a lot of lakes around here. Lots. So and then there's lots of places that grow grapes for the wines that people like. Gas is $3.05 over here, which is actually cheaper than what it was in Kalamazoo. It was $3.20. So lots of rivers, lots of lakes. We're going over a river right now, which I'm not for sure if that's the yeah, I don't know what river that was, to be honest with you. But I don't come out here very often, so that's one of the reasons why I came out here, because I think it's been a couple years since I've been out in Manawan. Oh, Jay's in the house. Hey, Jay, welcome in, welcome in. And anybody else that's joining us and just watching, welcome. Thank you for tagging along with me today as we just go explore different cities. Jay, we were just at the Wolf Lodge, or Wolf Lake Fish Hatchery. We were watching salmon jump out of the lake, or out of the pond, out of the little pond. I'll have to cut this live stream up and get a short of that fish jumping out of the water. That'll be a viral short. Ah. We got little shops coming up here. We got the hardware store. Oh, we got Big B Coffee. Oh yeah, I know exactly where we at. If we keep going straight, we go to South Haven. Oh, gas is $2.99 right here. Backseat driver here. Hi, Jay. You always got something funny to say, don't you, Jay? All right, we're gonna jump in here real quick. Oh, I need to get some gas, gassy gas. Yep, there's lots of Big B coffees and Starbucks coffees all around. Alright, I'm gonna hop out and start filling my tank, and it looks like I'm on the side of the roof that's leaking. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Be right back, guys. How y'all doing out there? I'm filling up the tank. Oof. Gas has been going crazy here. It was down to 263 on Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday it went up to 330, 320 around here. It is absolutely crazy. And now it will trickle down by 2 pennies each time. So, thank you all for showing up at the live and hanging out. Watching the pump as we're filling it up. So, it says we have 6 on the in the chat. So thank you all for being here. I'll flip this around so I can get back. I gotta go take my pump out. Hi. Well, $30 down and we're on the road. All right, now we gotta wipe. Get rid of the, there we go. There we go. Now off to the next city. Oh, we can turn off the wipers now. Let's use LP. $30 worth of gas, and we're back on track again. We're gonna go up to this little, well, this ain't really little either, but this town, and then I'm gonna head back to Dad's and go grab him for, he'll want to go out to eat. So, yep. It's another busy, busy day. So, we are heading to Pawpaw. And Pawpaw, if my memory serves me right, Pawpaw, their names of their school was, their mascot was Red Chief. name of their school that, so they changed it, I want to say about 4 years ago, maybe. I don't know. It was something like that. But, Pawpaw has got about 3,408 or somewhere around there of a population. So again, to me, it's a smaller town than Kalamazoo or Battle Creek, but it's not a small little town. And you guys can see here the winery farms and the grapes, and I think them are grapes, sorry, not wineries, but grapes for the winery. I don't know where my brain is, but it's not speaking English today. Pawpaw is known for their wine festival. They have, I know a lot of people in the chat like wines. St. Julian's is I guess a very popular wine. I'm not a wine person, so it doesn't mean much to me, but if you like wines, St. Julian's is big time here in Pawpaw, and around September, October, I want to say it's the end of September, beginning of October, they have a big wine festival, and the whole town gets involved, and there's like fields with carnival rides. Here is the Pawpaw, the big city of Pawpaw. And this here is kind of like the big lake in Pawpaw. It's Maple Lake. A lot of people know Maple Lake. But back to the wine festival, there's lots of bands. There's always, I want to say, 3 to 5 bands in different locations. Playing at the wine festival at different places. Oh, that bridge is new. At least I don't remember that bridge being out there. They got it all gated off and everything. Can't walk out there. Yeah, that's all new. Ah, interesting. So anyway, so yeah, the wine festival, like the whole town is involved. There's different wineries, and I don't remember. Warner's is another, I don't know if it's a winery. I know it's a dispensary of winery. That's all they sell is wine. they have music, an outdoor arena that you can go and watch music. And then St. Julian's, the back part of their parking lot, they closed down and put music back there. So it's a big event. Lots of people come around town from all over. So we'll kind of go down the Paw area here. They've got like Brewster's restaurant. They got all kinds of different oh, I guess they're turning. So got the theater here. They can change their name back now? What are you talking about, Troy? There's a restaurant on the left-hand side here. They are known for like having specialty Italian meals and whatnot. I'm gonna turn around here because I want to go the other way to go through downtown. So we're just gonna kind of go in here. We're gonna get rained on again. Then we're gonna catch this light. Probably not. We're gonna end up probably getting it red, but oh, look at that. We're gonna catch the green light. Woo woo. There we go. Get the water off. Anyway, so this restaurant, now that's on your right, they have outdoor seating. You can go, and they used to years and years ago on, maybe it's Tuesday night, I'm not quite for sure which day, but they would have like, for like $3 you can get a bowl of spaghetti. Oh, they have a club. Okay. Yep, this is Paw, and I'm sure there's lots of different stuff like that for the wine groups. I know they do a lot of wine tasting and stuff like that. But this is the big town of Paw. There's Brewster's there on the corner. People are getting out and going to the little shops here in Paw. Paw has a lot of police too. They have the state police, then the city and the county police too. So you better behave if you come to Paw, because there's a lot of police presence. You got lots of little shops here. Chicago style pizza. They've got a Goodwill and a Dollar Tree. And So that's the big town of Pawpaw. They got a memorial for veterans right here. I'll take you back down to where St. Julian's is. We'll go down there. And then we'll just head out of Pawpaw. Alright. Head to... I think the wine festival, I mean, they have other festivals. But the wine festival is like a huge ordeal. And it goes on for, I want to say it's like 4 or 5 days. Or maybe it's a whole week now. I don't know. I used to come out here years and years. I mean, it's been like 6, 7 years ago since I have been to it. But it used to be, I mean, yeah, it was like at least a 4-day event. This little side street's kind of busy. I was gonna go and this guy turned out and took off. All right. And I think that's the courthouse right there. Or one of the police stations. Of course, we got the they got all the auto events, O'Reilly's. Hopefully I can get out of here. Well, that's not gonna work. I may have to turn down and go a different way, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna get a break here or not. Just enough on one side and then don't get a break on the other side. Oh, we got a break. Let's go. This is where all your main fast food and all that kind of stuff is. So this is Warner's right here. They do a bunch of wine tasting, and then you've got St. Julian's is here on your right hand side. And this place is a madhouse when it's the winery. And then they have a Paw Paw Brewery for beer and all that kind of stuff. So that's the big town of Paw Paw, everyone. See, I think down here is where the Paw Paw Brewery is. You got your fire department here. If I remember right, is it? I think it's over here. Is where the Paw Paw Brewery is. And the Paw Paw Brewery, yep, right here. I just missed the driveway. But anyways, that's the Paw Paw Brewery. And they have lots of kids games. This whole event right here, this whole thing is filled with events for kids. So, then, you know, you got parking all down here, which is a madhouse. Going over the river here. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here again. Alright, we're out of here. We're on a roll now. Like I said, there's the Warner's Brew House. So I guess they brew or distill winery. I don't know the correct terminology. Got Pizza Hut. There used to be a Big Boy somewhere right around here, but I think they tore it down, and so they don't have it anymore. I think they changed it from a Big Boy's to a different restaurant, and then they just closed it down and tore it down. But yep. So we hit Manawan and Paw Paw today. That fish hatchery I think would be cool to do in the summertime when them ponds were not frozen and it wasn't so muddy and icy. I think I would like to go walk around there. But sorry for the road noise, guys. I don't don't know why they grooved this highway, but it makes such a loud noise. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's because of the grooves in the cement. Watch. All gone. Sounds like a train. Yeah. They've got it back again. Here we go. Whoop. Well, this one's actually quieter. Maybe we'll have to, this summer, maybe we'll have to go back out to that fishery and do another look around when it's drier and more green grass. And if we got anybody new in here, make sure you say hi and let us know where you're from. Let's see if I can get this house. I don't know if you guys can see that house back there. That's a pretty cool house. Now I gotta head back to the Kalamazoo area and go take my dad out to eat because he needs to go eat. I know he made himself a peanut butter sandwich, but he will not eat at the house, so I have to take him out and get something out to eat. Oh no, plow truck's down. That's never a good thing. Here's the Manawan exit that we were at. If you guys remember, we started in Manawan. And I'm sure that Paw there's other wineries there, but I'm not familiar with the name brands. I just know the St. Julian because they're one of the big. They have sparkling juice for the kids, and every New Year's Eve, that's what I would get my kids so they could have a toast on New Year's Eve. And so that's what, that's why I can remember St. Julian's. In Manawan here, right off the exit we just passed, there used to be a racetrack for Formula K cars. And when I was a kid, we used to go there. It's no longer in existence, but they would have different cars, and it was outdoor track, and there week. And they had an arcade games and stuff like that. So that was kind of nice, fun thing to do with your kids. I think it was closed down by the time my kids were around. Thank you for taking us along, fun sightseeing. Very nice that you got out and experienced warmer days. Signing off. Bye. Hope everyone has a great day. Bye, Jim and Michelle. Thank you for hanging out. I'm not gonna stay on much longer either. I gotta get back to my dad and do that kind of stuff. But I just thought it'd be really nice to get out and hang out, see some of the different cities around here. I'm gonna try to make this a habit at least once a week. I know this is the second time this week, but and don't forget, guys, I do have a really cool video coming out this Saturday, and a lot of you guys that do the boondocking or self-sufficient camping, you guys will really want to see this video, because it is definitely worth checking this video out. So they're Dunkin' and Starbucks. Ashtamo is another city around here. So, lots of little cities. Not everyone around here has like a downtown area, but so I'm trying to find the ones that do have like a downtown area and that kind of stuff. So come up here. This is Ashmo 9th Street. There's a lot of business stuff from Ashmo here. It's like the border of Kalamazoo and Ashmo. They border each other, so. Tammy! Hi, Tammy! That's why I had to take advantage of it. We had to get out and enjoy some of it. So, woo! Wow, that's nice of you guys. Boy, I tell you, if I were a cop, I would have flipped on my lights and just snagged you. That was so illegal. Pass me on the right-hand side on the shoulder. That's just wrong. So dangerous. Yep. Now we're into Portage. Now you've been on two highways, Ray, if you've been here. I-94 and 131. We'll see if this light turns or stays red long enough. Let's see. Dad is at home doing puzzles. Yeah, and I think it's 41 or 42 the last time I checked. I've been on the 94 going to Battle Creek. Yep. I've been to Portage. My nephew used to live there. Yep. We kind of started in the downtown Kalamazoo. Then we went through Portage. Then we went to Manawan. Then we went to Paw Paw. And now we're back sort of Portage area. So I'm going to up here in a little bit. I'll be able to pull over, and then I will finish reading the chat. And let's see. But yeah, Dad is at home. He's sitting at the table doing puzzles. Probably eagerly waiting for me to get home so I can take him out to dinner or lunch or whatever he wants to call it. About a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, we had a tornado come through here, and this building that probably was in view, that's not in the view anymore, on the right hand side, it took some of that building down. And then coming up here on this right hand side, there's a medical building that it took, like, I mean, you can see these trees here that are all down. Most of that happened from the tornado that came through. That was about, I want to say, 2 years ago. So a lot of these trees downed are from that. And I believe that medical building is right up here on the right hand side. So it took a corner of that. Nope, that's not the medical building. It's up here a little bit further. This building, right, you can probably see a little bit. But it took a corner of that out. They had 2x4s up against the windows and up against the wall. It was crazy. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna pull in here real quick. We'll just pull over here, park for a minute. I can read the chat a little bit better. All right. Let me go back to I gotta get my meatloaf I made. Oh, yummy. Let's see, what else? Like the building. Yeah, there's only certain places I like pizza now. Yeah, run errands, free time later, give me a call. All right. All right, well, it looks like I'm caught up on the chat. So I think I am going to tell everybody bye. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. I so appreciate everybody that was here, that stayed as long as they could. And hopefully see you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video this Saturday at 5. And then I'll see you on Tuesday. Have a great day. Stay safe. And enjoy your weekend, whatever you do. And I'm glad you guys are liking these tours. It's fun. So, see y'all. Have a good weekend. Bye.